Chapter 1, Section 9, Inverse Functions. Verifying inverse functions. To verify that two functions are inverses, you must show that f of the inverse of x is equal to x, and f inverse of f of x is equal to x. Which of these functions is the inverse of f of x equals 7x plus 4? Is it g of x equals x minus 4 or h of x equals x minus 4? Well, let's try the first one. And we're going to do f of g of x. So that's f of g of x is equal to 7 using my f of x function and plugging in my g of x function, x minus 7 over 4 plus 4. Okay, when I multiply this out, I get 7x minus 49 over 4 plus 4. This is not equal to x. So the first one is not the inverse. So let's try f of h of x. Well, that's going to be the same form using my f of x function, 7 times my h of x function, x minus 4 over 7 plus 4. Okay, when I multiply through by the 7, the 7's will divide out. Leave me with x minus 4 plus 4. And x minus 4 plus 4 is x, which is equal to x. So this is my inverse. Finding the inverse functions graphically. Sketch the graphs of the inverse functions. F of x equals 4x minus 1, and f inverse of x is equal to x plus 1 over 4. If you make tables for the functions, you can easily find the inverse by switching the x and y values in the table. Okay, let's start out by graphing f of x. When we graph f of x using a table, x and y, if I pick values for x, 0, 1, and 2, we get the values for y to be negative 1. 1 times 4 is 4 minus 1 is 3. 2 times 4 minus 1 is 7. So I have the points 0, negative 1. I have the point 1, 3. And I have the point 2, 7. And my line goes through here like this. Okay, now I'm going to look at f inverse of x. And I'm going to try what it says. I'm going to try the y values for my x values. So if I put in negative 1, that gives me 0. Well, that one works. And if I put in 3, I get 1. That one works. If I put in 7, I get 2. And that one works. So when I graph this one, negative 1, 0, 3, 1, and 7, 2, I get my line that looks like this. And if I were to draw the y equals x line, I would see that they're inverses of each other. We can also tell by the tables again. Applying the horizontal line test shows that a function is 1 to 1. Use the graph of the function f of x is equal to 3 minus x divided by 2. And that's what's graphed for us. The horizontal line test is just drawing a horizontal line through our graph. If it only touches it once, it is 1 to 1. If it is 1 to 1, then it does have an inverse. Finding the inverse functions algebraically. Find the inverse of f of x equals negative 4x minus 9. To find the inverse of a function, you switch the x and y variables, then solve for y. So our f of x equals negative 4x minus 9 becomes y equals negative 4x minus 9. Now I switch out my x and y, so x equals negative 4y minus 9. Now I solve for y. That means I need to add 9 to both sides. And I get x plus 9 equals negative 4y. Well, all I need to do now is divide both sides by negative 4. And I get my inverse, y equals x plus 9 over negative 4.